Stop buying boxed pancake mix. You've got everything you need to make it on hand, and you can even make these extra special if you include the buttermilk. Pancakes might seem easy, but there is a little technique to it, and I'm gonna show you how to get perfect pancakes every time. Start with some all-purpose flour. To that, I'm just gonna sweeten it up with a little bit of sugar, baking powder. This is gonna make them nice and fluffy. A little baking soda and some salt. You always gotta have a little salty to balance out the sweet. Give those a little whisk. So far, this recipe has probably cost you $0. Now for the wet ingredients. Of course, we're making these extra special with a little bit of buttermilk. I'm going in with whole buttermilk, about 3 cups, 3 eggs. You can also add flavors to your pancakes. This is where you would want to do that if you wanted to incorporate cinnamon or maple syrup into the flavor. Now would be a good time. I'm gonna add in just a half a cup of regular milk. You always want to whisk your wet ingredients separate from your dry ingredients so that you don't over-mix them when you combine the two together. Then you're going to incorporate some beautiful, rich butter flavor with a 1/3 cup of melted butter. And now is the time you'll mix your dry ingredients into your wet ingredients. Basically, when you see that all the dry has been incorporated into the wet, you're good to go. Our griddle is ready to go. If you don't have a griddle, no problem. You can use just a large non-stick skillet or cast iron skillet. Even though this is a non-stick griddle, I'll still like to use a little bit of butter just for flavor. I think the most important thing when it comes to actually cooking the pancakes is to know when to flip. And they really have their own little internal thermometer that tells you when that happens, and that's when the whole surface is covered in bubbles. If you're wanting to make chocolate chip pancakes or blueberry pancakes, the time to add those fillings is right before you flip it. The first side takes like twice as long to cook as the second side, so once you go to flip it, it's really almost done. I love that it is golden and crisp around the edge. You can see those little bubbles on the surface. To me, that's kind of a perfect pancake. Once you flip them, I'd say they're about 80% done, so it just takes another minute or so on the other side. You gotta stack them up on the plate in order to really enjoy the full experience, because when you go in for the bite, you gotta have at least 3 pancakes on one bite. A little butter on the top, and then a healthy serving of some good maple syrup. Going in. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Get in there, butter. They're perfectly a little bit toasted around the edge, so you get that little crisp bite just around the edge. So like moist and almost creamy in the middle. And then when that syrup hits it and just ties it all together, your weekend mornings just got a whole lot better with this buttermilk pancake recipe. I hope you'll give it a try, and when you do, don't forget to tag me. Let me know in the comments what you'd like me to teach you how to make next. Flappin' flapjacks.